What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got a video on LeBron James today. Now, we got a lot of things LeBron to talk about. As we all know, he's a couple 100 points away from passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record, and that's going to be monumental. We saw LeBron put up a big performance versus the Clippers last night, but we saw him beeline to the locker room after being very frustrated about how the whole game went. I mean, he put up, 46, 48 points, something like that, and he almost willed them back to have a chance late, but the Clippers just made more plays down the stretch, and that's what we have, So LeBron was sitting on the sideline, visibly frustrated. Now, when LeBron was headed to the locker room, a fan attempted to call him out. LeBron, you better get this ish together. Boom, boom, boom. And, LeBron hears that a lot. He hears that a lot. And not just LeBron, players around the league. This is standard behavior. Fans is going to come at you in a way that they wouldn't if y'all were on the street. If you could physically get to them, they're not going to come at you like that. You know what I'm saying? Some will, but that's just to try to get a lawsuit, and you already know that play. But this guy, he got to LeBron because LeBron, remember, he was visibly frustrated towards the conclusion of this game. So he looks over at the individual and had to be restrained by security. Check it out.
Hey, bro, you better get this together. With that receipt airline. Look, he mad. Look at him. You sick. Hey, bro, you better get this together. With that receipt airline. Look, he mad. Look at him. You sick.
Now, what I will say about that, guys, is I don't think that's cool. I mean, the game is over. The man is going to the locker room. I'm not even opposed to some trash talk during the game from fans. You know what I'm saying? But when the game is over, the final buzzer sound, and he's exiting the court, you just need to let the man be. There's no need to antagonize him further at that point, because now it's not in the heat of competition no more. It could be interpreted as a personal vendetta, especially in the heat of the moment. So that's why LeBron seemed very agitated and wanted to see what this guy was saying. LeBron, he doesn't shy away from saying something to a fan when he feels like they're crossing the line. And moving right along, man, LeBron is, again, he's very close to passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And if you notice in pregame, he's been taking more sky hooks. And even in games, he's been taking more sky hooks. So a lot of people are saying that, or speculating that he is going to probably attempt the sky hook to break the record, break Kareem's record. And it's been controversial because some people, some fans are saying that the reason he would do that is because their relationship isn't in the best place right now. But that can be interpreted that way for sure. LeBron, he doesn't forget anything. He has a memory like an elephant. So I could see him doing that for that reason. But also LeBron, he's been a historian of the game. He tried to implement Jordan and Kobe's fadeaway jump shot a little bit as he got older in the league. He tried to add that a little bit more on the regular when he's down on the block. And, he's added different things that different players has done throughout the history of the game. So you could say that even though he doesn't have the best relationship with Kareem, he is a student of the game. And he respects the game enough to do that, to show homage, to pay homage. And so, yeah, you can interpret it that way too. It's not necessarily just LeBron trying to show Kareem up in Lakerland to pass his record, although it could be interpreted that way. As far as LeBron's frustration over there on the sideline, this is what I'll say to that. When you force a team to have a big three, you better be sure that you got what you want. And the reason I say that is because you don't have much cap flexibility, especially when you have players, or if you have one of those players past their prime, and the other one, Anthony Davis, you could argue is past his prime because he's hurt more now than ever. Although his play on the court is still at a peak level, you could say that his durability is at an all-time low. So when you sign up for that, you got an injured player, and to move him at this point, you're not going to get the value you could have got. So sometimes when teams are going for these big threes, I don't necessarily agree with it, because I feel like you could get maybe 3 or 4 players that are great contributors instead of just putting it all into one, because now your season rests on whether someone's going to be healthy or not, and that's not, I don't think that's in the best interest of your team. I think that if you spread that money out and you have 3 or 4 players that are interchangeable, you can absorb injuries and things a lot better. So if, like, you look at the Grizzlies, right? When Ja Morant go out, you have enough players that can step up that are able to win a lot of games. I mean, they blew Golden State out the series that they lost without Ja, and it was the biggest margin of victory in the whole series. So, and I ain't saying they better without Ja. I'm just saying once you have enough quality players, you're able to establish a culture, and you can do that for a game. I remember Aaron McKee going off in the playoffs. I think Iverson was hurt one game. I think it was versus the Milwaukee Bucks when Ray Allen and them were there. So I think that money should be spread out a little better, to be honest with you. So LeBron's frustration, I understand it, but at the same time, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. Russell Westbrook is non-movable. That's the reason he hasn't been moved, quite frankly. And AD is not healthy. And see, LeBron should, at this point in his career, LeBron should be the one resting and taking time off, not the other 2 guys. So, man, let me know what you think in these comments, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.